All right, let's talk about something that sounds, well, almost like a dream, right? The whole idea of digital products. You create something just once, and then you can sell it over and over, forever. It's a huge buzzword, so let's get real and break down if this can actually work for you.
No, seriously, just pause and picture this. A business with zero inventory. That means no boxes stacked up in your garage, no post office runs, and almost no money needed to start. That's the dream, right? And that's exactly what we're digging into.
So, what is a digital product, really? Well, it's pretty much any asset or piece of media that you can sell online again and again. We're talking about things like downloadable planners, those slick Canva templates you see everywhere, or even super helpful spreadsheets. You make it one time and you can sell it 1,000 times without ever worrying about running out.
All right, so let's really unpack this sell forever promise. Why is this idea catching fire right now? We're going to look at why this is becoming such a go-to starting point for people wanting to earn online, especially as we head into 2026.
And this is the key right here. We're seeing beginners build these semi-passive income streams using tools that are mostly free. Now, let's be super clear. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. It's what you'd call semi-passive. You put in all the work up front to create the thing, and then it can start earning for you. Honestly, it's one of the lowest risk ways to get started online.
Okay, but why does this work? Why now? It really comes down to a perfect storm of three key things that are making this possible for just about anyone.
And boom, here they are. First off, the startup costs are ridiculously low. We're talking next to nothing. Second, you don't have to build an audience from scratch. You can tap into giant platforms like Etsy and Gumroad, where millions of people are already shopping. And third, there's just a huge, consistent demand for these kinds of products. Things that help with finance, productivity, the stuff people always need.
Okay, let's get to the good stuff, the money. Is this going to make you a millionaire overnight? Probably not. Let's be real. But what we are seeing is that creators who stay consistent can realistically pull in anywhere from $100 to $1,000 a month, and that's often after just a few months of real effort.
And this is maybe the most important thing to hear. The shops that get abandoned, the ones where someone uploads a couple of things and then just hopes for the best, yeah, they usually make next to nothing. You've got to be consistent. The algorithms on these sites reward activity, and customers want to buy from a shop that actually looks like it's open for business.
Okay, so maybe you're thinking, this sounds cool, I'm in. But where on earth do you begin? Well, let's count down the top 3 absolute best products for beginners to start with.
All right, coming in at number 3.
We've got Canva templates. You've seen these. We're talking social media post templates, resume designs, little branding kits for small businesses, even things like YouTube thumbnails. People are desperate for ways to make their stuff look good without needing to be a design genius.
Now, the pro here is that you can make these super fast, and the demand is just huge. The con? It's crowded. It's a really competitive space. So the secret, the absolute key, is to find a niche. Don't just make social media templates. Make social media templates for real estate agents or for local bakeries. That's how you stand out.
Okay, moving on to our number 2 spot.
Budgeting and finance spreadsheets. Seriously, this is a goldmine. It's an evergreen niche, meaning people always need help with their money. You can build these right in Google Sheets, and people see them as being super valuable because you're solving a real, painful problem for them.
So yeah, the demand is always there, and you can charge a bit more for these. Think in the $10 to $40 range. But here's the big warning. You have to test them like crazy. Every formula has to be perfect. The last thing anyone wants is a budget tracker that does the math wrong, right?
And finally, the number 1 most recommended digital product for anyone just starting out is printables. Things like planners, habit trackers, savings challenges, worksheets for kids. This whole category is a consistent bestseller on places like Etsy, and for very good reason. Why? Because they cost basically nothing to make, you can whip them up in Canva, and buyers get it instantly. The downside, of course, is that it's a saturated market. But you know what? A clean, beautiful, thoughtful design will always rise above the noise. This is the perfect place to start.
All right, hopefully your wheels are turning now. So let's make this super practical. Let's walk through a simple 5-step plan to get your very first product launched.
Okay, here's the roadmap. Step 1, pick one niche and one product. Don't try to be everything to everyone. Step 2, do a little homework. See what's already selling well. Step 3, create something simple but make it look polished and professional. Step 4, get at least 3 to 5 listings up. It makes your shop look legit. And finally, step 5, promote it just a little bit. A couple of Pinterest pins can do wonders.
And please remember this is so important. Your goal is not perfection, it's just to launch. So many people get paralyzed trying to make the perfect thing. Just get it out there. You will learn so much more from launching than you ever will from waiting.
So when you boil it all down, what are we looking at? It's a low-risk, low-cost entry into online business. It's not a magic bullet, but it's a real, tangible path that you can scale up over time if you stick with it.
And that really just leaves one last question, doesn't it? After hearing all this, from the niche Canva templates to the problem-solving spreadsheets and the super accessible printables, what are you going to create first?